Massive. The Big Massive Podcast. Yo, the Big Massive Podcast. Oh, the Massive Podcast by day, Big Massive by night. I'm only Massive, you know I'm only Massive. Big Massive Podcast.
Man, I thought about the weirdest thing last day that I used to do. I don't know what made me think about it, but it came into my head one day. I used to eat thread.
What? Like a pregnant woman?
So there used to be like, say, pillows in the house that had with all big long thread. I would have pulled the thread up and put it in my mouth and chewed it for a bit and then swallowed it.
Wee cookie spill?
But that wasn't the best bit.
Spill boy?
That wasn't the best bit.
You didn't shout out Fred?
So you done a poo, right? And then you would feel something dangling. And if you do, you reach back with tissue paper and you just pull out this big long worm of fucking
Shit.
thread.
It's like somebody with dirty teeth.
But it felt good.
Like floss in your hole.
Anal floss.
And then you turned 18 when I need to stop.
Man.
What did you do to it?
Teenage years, like.
Eating thread.
I remember pulling it out of my hole. It was lovely.
I can
It
picture it.
was satisfying, like.
Getting things out. I love picking a snotter out. A good big snotter. It's nothing better than clearing that airway. Just
You can blow your nose.
then I
together.
play with it for about 20 minutes. I can turn it from wobbly stuff into grit. And then I flick it and hit one of the wings in the head.
Don't mind that one.
Or you can flick it off the fireplace. Ding! You're sitting here talking about pulling shady Fred out of your hole. And then you're telling me to stop talking about picking my nose and
do you know-
flicking. I don't even need it.
I'll tell you, even I don't even know if I done it with toilet paper, like. It might have been fingers, like.
And you think picking your nose and flicking's worse?
There's something about snots, man. Gets me, like.
My habit when I was young, really small, was, this is like not 18 or none, but before quilts, we used to have blankets.
Yeah.
And I used to grab the wee bit of fluff off it and used to lie there going, and I used to do the same with straws. Remember I was telling you that? And then I was telling you about our Kieran used to headbutt the wall to fall asleep when he was in the cot. So he used to doof, doof, and I used to be going, Our Terry was only about fucking 5, come down the stairs crying. My ma says, what's wrong? You can't get to sleep. And she always, I made it to her this before, my ma's favourite fucking joke. What's wrong? You can't get to sleep. He says, Kieran's banging his head off the wall and Ronan's talking to his straws.
You can't imagine banging your head off the wall is the most relaxing way to fall asleep.
The cot too. No. The buyers.
But say, like, you lay down to sleep and I was just gently punching you in the face. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep now.
That's chatting boy that is actually booking a bus with him. You'd know him, he's from the town. He's like, what's the crack? He said, I never see you down around the town around. I says, that man hardly drink anymore now, or I'll do is sit in the house. I goes, what about the rest of your brothers and all? I says, them boys haven't drank in 4 or 5 years. He says, that Kieran boy was some hardy boxer. He says, he always impressed me because all the size him. Do you know what I mean? It was always unassuming.
Aye.
Because he's only about fucking 11 stone. But it was just aggressive with his drinking. I'm like, the worst of all that is. But he could handle himself as well, you know what I mean? So it was like, that's why Kieran got in there, I think, so many rounds too, because it was like, he was always the boy that the people around him, they get, thinking I'll get the wee cunt.
Aye.
And then he pulls out fucking high karate.
Oh, it's ran bastard, but like he headbutted himself to sleep, like.
That's a sign.
You know, he had a callus on his forehead from sleeping.
Yeah. Got a turn, as I trying to straighten it. What other wee habits did I have? I remember using sellotape and pens to make guns. It was all, stuff because you couldn't afford.
We always had you didn't see that Instagram reel going about where the boys find sticks out in the backyard, and it cuts to them doing a scene from Saving Private Ryan, but it's all sticks. You know the bit where the sniper shoots the guy, and the young the man's lying on the thing with a wee note. Give this to my wife, and then your man's like, by the grace of God. And the sniper just comes around. The sniper has like a stick, but was like a toilet roll. And then he just catches your man with the other stick, and then he shoots the sniper. No, from Saving Private Ryan. Classer.
I seen somebody do that. Matilda, that was good. You can obviously see boys behind curtains and behind doors and under tables and all. And they're doing that there, and they're just opening and closing doors. It's a cracker. It was one of them ones you go, I wish I had thought of that.
Oh, the Saving Private Ryan one's great. Oh, do you know what really came out?
Mickey Bartlett did a cracker one Christmas where he did. It was during COVID. He did what do you call the big controversial Die Hard Christmas show? Would you call that a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Mickey was inside a cardboard box pretending he was in the tunnel and all. He was using dolls and teddies and all, wherever he got them from. But he could do all the accents too, Mickey. You know what I mean? He could do all, whatever part he was playing, he can do the accent.
I love that one of him on Colin Geddes in the car. His mate that can do the accents. Oh, you dirty bastard.
But it was true. Irish slogans, but with a foreign
but it's like
up your home, big jam, no.
But it's the way Geddes is doing the no, man.
Right. Okay.
Because you know what? The Eurowings do the 6-7.
I just had a whole thing with groups I've been working with this last week. See what I do too, and see, like, do you do this?
What?
So 6-7. I get it. Some young person at a basketball game did 6-7. So it doesn't mean anything.
No.
But they just do it. So I'm like in the classes going, what does it mean? Oh, 6-7. No, I think they want over you, but I'm just being what they want me to be.
So I actually seen a thing because I was thinking, like, what did we have when we were young?
Do you know what I told the young people? You tell yours first, and then I'll tell you what I told the young people.
All right, okay. I actually have it here.
What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud. True. What's up? Yo, who's that? Yo, pick up the phone. Hello? What's that? What's up? Yo, where's Dookie? Yo, Dookie! Yo. What's that? What's that? Hold on. Hello? So what's up, B?
Man, that used to be.
So fuck your 6-7 unless we say what?
Man, we used to do that all the time. And if you asked anybody what they were doing, watching the game, having a bit,
No.
we used to do that as well.
I can't believe it's 26 years ago
What?
since they did that.
Was that what it was?
1999.
1999.
Scary. What's up? No, we had a more localised one, I told the young people. And what you have to... I'll say, do you know exactly what I mean, right?
Right.
But I'll need to do the history of it. Aye, Jack.
Aye.
So Aye, Jack, for anybody that doesn't know, is... And it was only Strabane, you know. I thought, because it was before internet, before that. So it started off with, if somebody told you a lie, you would have... Smell that burp. Fucking somebody shit in your mouth.
Christmas Friday.
Fucking hell.
Isn't that bad?
No, I'm making it up.
They're dramatic.
Make me hungry. So we did a thing called Aye, Jack. And it started off, where it originated was, somebody told you a lie, you went to guess, Jack and Nori, tell me a story. So Jack and Nori had a beard.
Aye.
And it was a show on BBC. And whenever he was telling stories, he used to sit rub his beard.
Tell me the story, Jack and Nori. What do you got?
I don't think that's it, but...
Go.
Anyway. So Jack and Nori then formed under, we were all going, Jack. Then, do you remember this? Jack, Jill. So fucking these people, young ones started going, Jack, Jill. Don't know why that came out of, right? Then it ended up, Aye, Jack. No, They ended up, no, it's nothing to do with it. Then it ended up I Jack. We just got rid of Jack and Rory telling me a story.
Aye.
They just I Jack. Then it ended up this.
Aye.
Do you remember that? Someone was telling a lie and you just looked at him and
Aye, when
so it ended
somebody-
up a chin rub, anybody's just listening.
Aye.
So went from I Jack and Rory telling me a story, rubbing your beard, down at the Jack Jill. And then I went just to I Jack, and then just went to chin rubbing. And now it disappeared. But that's your 6'7" of back end kid.
I remember, I know it's in this woke time, it was.
And there was words that followed that. Did you know what I say? When you say something in class, you got it wrong. I was afraid to put my hand up. No teacher. Do you ever teacher asks a question and you think you know the answer, but you hold back and then you find out that you're nowhere near it, and put you clean off ever answering another question again? I thought I know this. I put my hand up. No, not. And then the answer comes out, and I'm like, I'm answering a maths question. That was a geography question. I mean. Or you get it and it's wrong, and the whole class just goes. You're standing with the wrong answer because I remember.
It's unbelievable.
I remember my ma saying to me, "There's a girl in our class, and she's passed her degree. She's a teacher now. But when she was in our class, she would ask the stupidest questions." Like really, but it was just like a housewife that's just been a mother for 20 years.
Aye.
Then came into uni, started doing her GCSEs first, A levels, degree. So she actually ended up doing brilliant, because you get that in uni. People don't know what the teacher's on about, but they say nothing because they don't want to be. That's where it came from. You don't want the whole room, like a full room.
Do you mind
Even
homework?
during break time and everything. Did it the other thing too.
The hand.
Slapping it. Jesus Christ, we were cruel to you, weren't we? And that was you then, right? I'm never answering a question again in my life.
Mine Homer Simpson done it years then after that. It was like a validation. It was on the big screen.
But the thing about asking the question, as long as it's retained then, like if it's the first time you hear someone, you ask, you find out, and then you know.
Aye, so like, no, sorry, Ronan, that was the wrong answer, but I can see how you got to there.
That's-
so here, instead of a
So
whole...
that's the way it has to be done now by law. By legal, no, not by law, but that's the way you be trained.
But instead, everybody just went,
Is that right, eh? And you're just standing there, red-faced,
oh.
checking around. And the teacher's like, shut up, stop it, stop it. High-fiving the prefect.
Good one. Got him there.
Good one.
Got him!
Good one, Samuel.
Very good. Oh, I remember that one. But the hand was...
I was dopey in school too, eh?
But do you remember you could do it silently, somebody? No. You could do the hand without...
Oh, aye.
It was just a wee under the table. Wee.
Yep. Or... Oh, I got it all the time. It put you clean off asking questions.
We're not trying to be offensive here, folks. This is actually what...
School's right.
Right. School was full of it, like...
100% not being offensive. Like, I wasn't taking that as offensive, were you? Were you
No,
thinking people might
but
take
it's-
it?
But there's a reason why people
I'll
don't do
clip
it
that
anymore.
wee bit there. The start of the clip just us two going, I'm clipping it. Fuck it. Let's get sacked.
Aye. Mine was just all them clips that you just cut together. No context, just...
I remember one time Leo McBride, I don't know, Leo was my form teacher,
You going to say his nickname? No?
Fluffy Ball. But
I've heard his name twice this week.
Leo was sound, but
Aye.
he didn't take no shit. Didn't take no prisoners. And he would have sat us in alphabetical order, and he had a way of doing, see if you put your hand in your chin like that, you'd be in the middle of saying something, rolling, chin. No. He knew rightly, but this one time, I swung the door open.
Ronan Chin.
He did it to me. I landed him. Fuck, he went mental at me. I opened his classroom door. His class is here. Nobody there. And I started going, Fluffy bomb, you! And everybody's looking at me, not laughing. I was like, oh man, door closed. He was opening the window behind the door. He dragged me down to Grimley's office. I don't think my feet touched the floor. They take it quite personal.
I remember a teacher absolutely roaring in my face. And I remember telling him what happened. Like, I forgot the thing. And I just remember him fixing fucking them all calmly. And then just turning on me, just roaring into my face. I mean, bollocking me.
Like, we came from an era that you don't understand, Wayne's, what school was like back then. Like, teachers really tell me that you've no future. Like, we got that in report. Terry got in report. Terry has no future in English. Like, what a fucking thing to write. And you got hit.
English.
You got hit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was hit by teachers, strapped in primary school. I was strapped in P3.
I actually have a bit of an issue with a teacher slapping me that is now very high up.
Slapped you? So
we
were
in the back of the
slapped.
head?
We were slapped. We were bullied. It was a wild bit of bullying going on. If a teacher didn't like you, if a teacher did not like you, you'd know about it. Like, and especially primary school where you're in that class the whole year. So you have to listen to that teacher the whole year and he hates you. Because they have, like, I always thought adults can't hate Waynes, but they do.
They do, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I hate my own. But the difference of our experience at school, like, we were taught by alcoholics, boys that come in drunk.
Yeah.
Full, like, you could smell it of them. I remember clearing out a desk for a teacher and was finding empty half bottles on the drawer.
Yeah.
You were and see the mad thing about it? Parents supported the teachers. That was the whole turn. I remember there was a teacher who got stabbed because he wheeled the young fella, his hand swole up. The fella came up and punched the head of him and got him away. Might have stabbed him too, for some story I've heard. But
I mind teachers breaking up fights and, like, fighting.
Your biggest fear was the teacher telling your ma that you were in bother or did you got in trouble for anything.
Aye.
So that was always the side they had. They always had the upper hand because the parents would have listened to the teacher.
Oh, aye.
Where now, if my Wayne came home crying, got hit by a teacher, think about that. It'd be all over the paper. It'd be the front page of the newspaper. Shit happened back when we were young that would make the paper now as a disgrace.
Yeah.
Like knowing your Wayne's there after, late at night. We were just out running about.
I mean,
no way of contact.
A teacher used to just throw us a football for an hour and go and sleep in the office because he was hanging. Sorry.
You just blew that one on my face.
Sorry. Teacher would have battered you back in the day for that.
I would have went, get over it.
But do you know what? Me and my daughter were actually talking about this last day because she was talking about a fight in school and I was like, man, fights back when I was school were big events, like.
Oh,
do you remember
Bent the Fence and St. Coleman's?
I remember two boys fighting, and I remember thousands of people walking over the playing field. It's like thousands.
I know the fight.
Like thousands.
Yeah,
it was like a main event of a fuck.
So we were training one of the guys for that fight that day, down stretching him and all. That was mental. That day. Different word, man.
Thousands, but
the whole school.
The whole school.
People waited. It was all like after. It was like a Friday night.
Man, I remember being so excited.
Oh, you would have been in the heart of the heat of it too, because it was our street.
Oh, aye.
Remember it well, hey? All over a girl.
Aye. Funny, because Ella was on about the
boy that won ended up way or two. That was tight.
Funny, Ella was talking about two boys fighting in school. It was over a girl as well.
I remember the worst thing a teacher did to me was... I made a toilet story where they're asking everybody, if you had a wish, what would it be? Everybody's like, I want to play for Liverpool, or I want to be in a band, or came to me, I says, I want to play football. They weren't even interested. She would tell the truth, Ronan. I said, it's football? What do you mean? Tell the truth, Ronan, we all know. I said, well, your daddy gets out of jail. I'm sitting there, P4, just staring, going, I know this isn't appropriate here, but I didn't know how to do it, and I was nearly crying, one I want. Tell them, Ronan, isn't that what you want? And I was going, that cunt. I remember telling my man, she was raging.
I remember years ago, your Kieran slapped me in the street, and I said to him, at least my dad's not in jail. Fuck, he chased me to the house. If he had caught me that day, he would have fucking, and like rightly so, but kids back then, like, you know what I mean?
Do you know the way that
And I actually still feel bad for that from years ago, like, because I actually didn't understand anything about it.
You wouldn't? And sure, I got a prefect did it to me too, and I fucking attacked the prefect, but I was 2E, I was in P2, or first or second year, but then he got roasted. But you know the way a clock's right twice?
Aye.
I'm shaded throwing things out, throwing stones at the Brits and throwing snowballs and all that there, but 2 shots that happened, perfect, and I went for them, but with zero confidence, know what I want?
Just pure luck.
One, we're in the Ballycommon, and you know, McGranahan works up in the golf club.
Yeah.
Damien, his older brother.
Aye.
And they were standing shouting, Seamus, we're calling names, and I just launched the stone. Just landed right on top of his nut. And I was shocked. They chased me and got into the house and away. Second one, snowball at school. You know Vincent Power?
Yeah.
An aggressive teacher, like.
Aggressive, aye.
For a snowball in there, just landed right in his face, And he ran and grabbed the boy beside me. He must have got word that I was shaded for him.
Wasn't boy that one.
But it was one of them ones, fuck, this might actually do what I told it to do. Straight, knocked his glasses off, like.
I can remember being outside Tommy McGranahan's house throwing stones at each other, and I just remember the stone there. I can actually picture it wasn't actually a stone, it was a bit of concrete that had stones in it, and I can just remember it there before it hit my face. It's flattening.
Remember we were fighting boys and we was all stone froze. And I went out and stood like a hard man, went all out and fight. A bag of bricks just landed in my head. Like a bag of stones just down to throwing stones as fishermen when we're out fishing. We're all throwing stones and hiding down like they're going mental like.
Fuck.
And one of them threw a stone back and I looked up like that and just clonk right in the forehead. Going home, many times my granny seen me coming in crying if they had busted, I would say 12, 13
I
times.
mean, somebody hit me with a stone there on the side eye. You could have blinded me, man, but it was the tiniest wee nicks, but you only seen the fucking blood was pushing out of there. Like it had cut an artery. The many times we landed back to my man, just covered in blood.
That's the mad thing about now that everybody knows where everybody is at all times.
What's the worst?
Well, your ma's letting you out the next day with plaster on, gone on like fuck now, because there was no.
Do you remember what the worst ever happened to you?
That happened to me.
Aye.
I broke arms and falling out of trees, and when I was wee.
Do you remember the old skateboards with the hard wheels? We used to go down to the New Laurel Drive, the big hill. Mm-hmm. We used to take a skateboard down there, and you got up a fair speed, like you were just holding on to a thing with hard plastic wheels. You got up to about 30 mile an hour, like. And it was like on a tarmac, but the tarmac was rough back then. And I remember one year it kind of went like that, and I put my hand down, and it went over my thumb.
Oh.
And man, I remember my thumb was like a spoon. I was like squashed flat. And I just
like
remember, and I remember running because you had to run home, like
crying.
Aye. And I just remember showing it to my ma, and she nearly fainted. Like it was that bad.
Paddy McLaughlin lived 2 doors up from us. If he fell and hurt his knee, or he scraped his elbows, or he fucking hurt his arse, he would always go home crying, holding his eye. I don't know what it was, but it never hurt his eye.
Aye.
But he just go. Ah.
I remember Blee's house. There was a stray dog at Blee's house, and it bit my arm. And I ran on like it was deep, like, and the blood was pouring out of me. And my ma was on the phone, and she was giving me the whole. No, wait. I stood there for 20 minutes.
Aye.
Because she wasn't coming off the phone.
When I broke my arm too, went into my mum, woke her up. She was like, "You're waking me up at that time." I said, "I might have to go to the hospital." Fuck. I don't think she came around to new buildings, so you're alright. Me at the back still getting called a cunt.
You in the back and your arm in the front?
2 brooks, 2 breakings. That was the one where they had ones in training too. 3 or 4, 5 doctors all around the one doctor. And we're going to push this bone back in place. And you're like, oh, for But she complained, I woke her out of her bed with a broken arm.
Do you know what we used to do in 5 acres when it was frosty? We used to go into the house and get buckets of water and pour them over the pavements and then run and slide the whole pavement.
Yeah.
But man, the many people fell.
Normal people.
I remember one of our friends fell and broke his arm.
We used to do it in the Ballycommon. Look at them halls. Aye, man. It was just...
Sure, then there wouldn't have been many cars.
Back when we were, like, we used to sit in rollerboats and go down the hill. I always talk about that. Like, in top speed from the nursery school. Ballycommon was designed for people. They never visited people who could afford cars.
Aye.
So there's no parking spaces. So you couldn't do it now, but back then, easy. all the footpaths walking down to the GA were all covered in ice. And nobody complained either.
Yeah, because I remember
Now
playing,
they'd be out going, getting grit on it and shouting.
I remember playing football in the street for hours, and you didn't have to, you stood in for a car.
No.
But there was none of that.
I'll tell you what we used to do. Breakdance. So breakdance was the biggest thing on the
Yeah,
area.
I remember breakdance.
So we used to get lino, rolled across the road. You know where I lived in the Ballycommon?
Aye.
We used to roll across there, breakdance for 15 minutes. There's a car, boys. Roll it up, let the car by.
Hardly worth your while now.
So you couldn't do it now. Couldn't even roll out.
No.
It's mental, but it just shows you how the difference of
I think there's
life.
so many cars on the road.
We had a simple life when you think about it. No internet. TV had 4 channels.
Cuts.
You didn't really... So I would say, how much TV did you watch?
None. No, we
None.
just play football from morning to
That's what
night.
I'm saying. Football.
Cartoons on the Saturday mornings, all I remember.
Castlereagh. Robin Orchards.
Robin
A bit of
Orchards.
thieving.
Collecting pallets.
Collecting for bonfires. You always had song. And I'll tell you what else. What happened. Seasonal. If football was the big sport on. World Cup. Everybody's out playing football. If it's tennis. We're getting out and painting fucking the ground.
We had the Ramson 5 acres, and that was the net.
Nah. Yep. Whatever the sport. Fucking that's what you did.
That's exactly.
Except for F1.
Aye.
We all just running around the corner. Took me a year to learn how to ride a bike, so I used to run with the boys on my bike like that beside them.
Rounders, I remember rounders.
Yeah.
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch with the tights around the lamppost.
Pitching.
Yep. Pitching's gone. Calling for friends. Ancient art.
Yeah, that was actually a good wee videos on the last day.
That was just quick. They're probably the best ones. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. I think it's on basic. But that is an ancient ritual. Nobody does
I
it.
just remember is so-and-so coming out to play.
Aye. I just took them down from 5 acres of Ballycommon, nobody coming out.
But we actually went on adventures. We would have headed off up into the country,
That's it.
climbing over fields.
Oh, man.
We were like the famous 5. I actually remember we thought they were killing animals in this place. We had sneaked up on the roof of this fucking farm and we could hear them squealing and all, but it was a piggery.
We used to
Pigs actually
Boys.
sound like they're getting murdered, but they weren't.
I know, sure, I murdered one, remember, for 2 for that. I couldn't even eat the meat then.
You murdered a pig?
Big McCrossan had 2 pigs, reared them, fed them the best quality food, then killed them.
How'd you kill them? The big bolt thing?
Hanging them upside down and then
Cut their throat?
cut their throat. Let the blood fall in their
You
bucket.
dirty bastard.
I didn't do that, I stood watching. Then I had to burn the hair off. You want to smell that?
It would be nice, no.
It's just human, you know what I mean? Same fucking smell. And then, this is when I got fed up then, when I was cooking, I just left it off. Fuck that. 6 months of rearing a pig, feeding them well, grooming them.
That's the most
fucking
McCrossan thing ever.
hung it up, killed it. That was he when he wanted to do that. Killed it, chopped it into the pieces. But then I walked into his house one day. He's got fucking... He's the boy, if you had an ashtray, use my bedroom slipper. Oh. But he had a table, an old dirty table, and he had a sausage making machine. But he never washed his hands in a week. You know what I mean? And we were walking on, he's putting these... Do you want some? Slapping them on the thing. On you're like, oh, you're alright. Fresh as sausages in the world too. But he got fed up because he didn't have an automatic or a
So you had
motorised...
How long does it take
Spit.
to cook a full fucking...
Oh, fucking forever. Like, I think he did about an hour and then fuck that. Just walked away and started drinking. I'm dressed as Jesus.
That's right,
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked our wee lunchtime special.
Yeah.
And we'll be back. Is that a couple this week?
Yeah, we've 2 this week,
2 this week in the bag.
And then next week, I think we're going to try put a series of ones together so we can take a wee break over Christmas, but there'll be 2 podcasts every week over the Christmas period.
And I think we're talking about doing something like a live show or something in March or April.
Aye.
Saying we did nothing this year, didn't we?
Well, April, we don't want
Was
to.
that April?
Yeah.
Maybe do April again then, it was good.
It was just coming into the spring, summer.
Bring it back to the town or go to Belfast or something like that. Right on. You've tortured with all them letters they're sending us.
Right, up the Christmas fucking hoods.
Bye-bye.
It's the big, massive podcast. Yo, the big, massive podcast. Oh, podcast by name,